I've got to let him go a bit. He's getting older and I've got to let him do more and that, but it's been very hard.
No, you feel like the world's on your shoulders when you're growing up though, don't you? Because you've never experienced anything before, so everything seems like a really big deal, doesn't it?
I hate the idea of, especially because she's a girl, letting her go out and experience this world on her own.
It can seem like only yesterday that they were toddlers, and the next minute they're taking your car keys and they're going off on their own, be back, see you sometime. And actually adjusting to those changes is a real challenge, but actually it's also a really exciting time. Can often feel to parents as though their teenager is actually rejecting them quite a lot, because sometimes they can actually be quite aggressive in demonstrating that they don't like what you like, they don't want to do what you do, they don't enjoy doing that anymore, and that can feel really quite hurtful. But it's really important to understand that actually this is just about them creating distance, and it's more of a psychological distance than anything else.
I used to watch her going everywhere, up and down the street and things like that, but you know, she's grown up now, you've got to be your own person.
It's also essential that they know that you are still there for them, that they still have someone that they can turn to for guidance and support. The whole period of adolescence is really about developing an independent identity.
They trust you more, so you can go out more places than you would be allowed to go, but at the same time you've got to be more responsible for what you do as well. So
they've got to learn so much about self-responsibility, and they're beginning to know that actually very soon they are going to be wholly responsible for the choices that they make.
My oldest daughter's just turned 16 and she's a nightmare.
my dad just shouts and tries to send me to my room and stuff.
Holding on too tightly to a young person is actually more likely to create distance. Allowing them to see that you respect the decisions that they make and the choices that they're making will actually help them to grow up to have a more independent and adult relationship with you. Teenagers can be incredibly moody, and their personality can seem to change from day to day.
I got sent to live at my dad's and stuff like that. It was quite, but she got used to it eventually and we sorted it out.
The most important thing as a parent is just to be consistent, to be there for them whatever their mood is, and just to recognise and accept that unfortunately this is just normal adolescent behaviour.
It's hard. I think just keeping your own life going and having other interests, not just the children, I think has helped an awful lot. And it's just another time of life that you move on to something else.
They need to know that you are there when they need them, and that can be a challenge as a parent, always having to be on standby, but it is a transitional period. It is something that is just another stage of parenting.
You move on. You can't keep them at home all the time. It's their time to go away and get on with their life.